Hello friends, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and today I'm excited to be presenting for ScrapbookPal. So I am using the Peony Celebrations die along with the Let's Celebrate sentiment plate. So I'm showing you my cards here. This one just used that outline cut in black glossy cardstock. This is my ink schmooshed one. I love to ink schmoosh. So again, this is the ink schmooshed background and the flower base along with the vellum sentiments. And this one here is a lilac one where I colored the inside, added the gold frame and the gold background for the sentiment. So here is that die set. It's gorgeous. It's got that outline die, and then it also has the details. And here's the BetterPress plate, which again has lots of fun sentiments on it. So again, I'm starting by ink smooshing using Twisted Citron, Mustard Seed, Kitsch Flamingo, Shaded Lilac, Cracked Pistachio, and Salvaged Patina. And again, I put them all on my craft mat, ran my fingers through it, added some water. So again, it's a matter of dipping and drying is basically how you achieve these backgrounds. So again, just, dipping and drying and moving along here. The next thing I decided to do was I wanted kind of the pinks and the purples to show up. So I am kind of focusing on adding drips. Here I've got the Kitsch Flamingo in there just to add that. And you can see I've also got some lilac drips in there, just to kind of really brighten up this background. And then what I'm going to do, I've die cut that outline. The Peony base die actually creates the outline, and I die cut that out of glossy black cardstock. So then I use the actual outline to die cut that distressed piece. But as I looked at it, it wasn't quite bright enough. So again, I pulled out my Kitsch Flamingo and Salvaged Patina and Twisted Citron and kind of added more intense color. So again, I really wanted it to pop against that black outline die. So again, the outline is cut from the base, which actually kind of gives you a piece. You could color piece, but again, I'm choosing to just show the background. So here is the BetterPress plate. So again, I'm using just the black BetterPress ink, and again, I'm inking all of the pieces. And again, someone had an idea to put a piece of clear plastic, it's actually the stamp envelope on there so that you don't mess up your bottom plate, and I think that was a great idea. So again, I've got them all inked up, and then I'm adding my my cardstock there. And actually, I ended up die cutting or pressing two. One was just the white, and the other one was a vellum one, which I actually ended up using the vellum on all three cards. So again, here's kind of showing how they die cut out, which is great. But again, I used the vellum ones because I thought they added just a little more interest. So now I'm just kind of ink blending on the base using my blending tools. And this is the same three colors, the Kitsch Flamingo, the Twisted Citron, and the Salvaged Patina. And again, just kind of creating some areas of color. And then I just kind of spritz some water on there to take some of the color off. And then I'll add a paper towel to remove the color. And you can kind of see those splotches on there. The next thing I'm doing is I'm actually embossing it with the Moroccan Tile Alta New embossing folder, which I really love. I've also cut a heavy vellum oval there, and I'm using 110-pound vellum. So again, what I want to do is I decided to add texture to that oval. So again, I'm going to line it back up inside the embossing folder, and you can see I've got it centered where I want it because again, the designs need to lock in place when I assemble the final card. So again, I've got that anniversary sentiment there cut in vellum. So this is kind of what I'm playing with. So I pulled my Nuvo adhesive glue out there, and I'm adding that to the back of the vellum piece. And in this case, I'm actually gluing onto the flat side because I know that I'm going to add that flower the blooms on top, and so it really won't show all that much, although I've had good luck using the Nuvo adhesive with vellum. So the next thing I did was I added all those little foam squares on there because I wanted to pop the bloom up. And then here I am kind of adding the Nuvo adhesive to the back of the vellum sentiment. So then we'll go ahead and pick that up and attach it on there. And then we'll attach it onto a card base. I did trim the background piece to be 4.0 by 5.25 inches so that I had a little bit of a white edge there. I always think that adds interest. So again, we'll go ahead and just making sure my sides are attached down. So again, I'm real happy with the way that one turned out. So again, I also die cut a few of black glossy cardstock outlines here. And so this is going to be a black and white version of the card. I just thought this would be so interesting. So again, I've glued the two outlines to the lower left and the upper right, and I'm just kind of filling in the blanks with the excess that I trimmed off the edges. And so the next thing I'm going to do is pull out a vellum window type of thing. And again, I'm using the Nuvo adhesive glue here to attach that to the center. That vellum piece is 4.0 by 5.25 inches. And then I'm using the birthday wishes here on the bottom. So once I get that all together, what I'm doing is using the Nuvo adhesive on the back of all of the leaf sections, and then putting it together. So this card is actually my favorite. So what I ended up doing was I dry embossed the die onto a piece of lilac cardstock so you can kind of see the texture there. And then I also cut another one so that I could use the white outline to protect the outline as I ink blended. And I also wanted to focus on starting at the center of each one of these petals and added the ink, and I'm using Purple Dusty Concord is what I'm using. I thought that matched real well with the lilac background. So again, just kind of adding color, starting at the center of the petals and then moving outwards so that it kind of really adds nice shading. So again, I'll go ahead and pull my tape off there, and you can see how that has turned out. So I love the detail there, the embossed detail. So the next thing I did was I cut it out. And then in the end, after I got it cut out, I was looking at it and I thought, nah, I need a little bit more color on here. So again, just pulled out my ink blending tools and then focused only on the blooms to add more color. And then I've also die cut that outline in a gold cardstock. I thought that would, with the purple and the gold, I thought that would be so cool. So I started with a card base, and then I have die cut the gold to be like a 1/4 inch short total on the sides. And then I added the lilac here. So again, I'm just kind of adding Nuvo adhesive and attaching it on here. This one's such a regal card. I love purple and gold. I just think that's cool. So I also die cut a gold piece with the sentiment shadow from Celebrate. So again, first thing I'm doing here is kind of gluing it on here, and I'll put it on my paper towel to take off a little bit of the excess glue. And you can see I'm kind of moving it over to the right so that you get a shadow there. So the next thing I need to do is to just attach the Celebrate down there at the bottom. And then we'll go ahead and use the Nuvo adhesive. Again, love this stuff. It really dries clear very, very well. And again, the applicator is perfect. Just one of my favorite glues. So again, I'm going to go ahead and just put that on there. So there is that card. So again, I'll show you all 3 cards again. It's Terry with Terry's Mailbox presenting for ScrapbookPal. Would love to have you come and subscribe to the ScrapbookPal YouTube channel. Have a great day.